Hello, and welcome to another episode of Terraria Modded Mashup. Today, we're back. After a weekend, we're finally ready to go into the Abyss. Now, I know what you're thinking. We went there. We didn't have a shadow key. But, okay, we can craft one. I know, it's amazing, right? You can craft a shadow key with some bones, a golden key, and some obsidian from the Calamity mod, which is amazing that they thought of that. Because the situation I had totally happened. And I bet it happens to a lot of people, where you go into the dungeon and there's just nothing for you. So, thankfully, we got that as a backup. Let's head over to the ocean. And we're just going to jump right into things. And I'm going to forget that I need to be all the way over here. But yeah, I had a little bit of a weekend. A little bit of a weekend off. I'd say that I took some time off, but I ended up recording some stuff. Some Risk of Rain 2, playing some Gunfire Reborn on my stream. Quick stream plug, twitch.tv/YamiDucky. Possibly going to be switched over to another name at one point, who knows. But for now, YamiDucky. But yeah, basically, just trying to chill out, stream a bit more, get a bit more interesting life stuff done. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. That's actually insane that I got that like right away. That's holy cow. So this thing, this light pet, gives you, I think, the second best light level in the game. In this area, which is very nice because light level is very important in the Abyss. But I think it's the best for Depth Crusher. I think it's the best for pre-hard mode, which is very nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, so one thing after another. This is what we were looking for today. I was gonna get into that, but I'm a little out of breath. I just did a little bit of a brisk workout after mowing an entire lawn, after having not mowed it for like a week and a half, which is my bad. But yeah, a little out of breath. But yeah, we've been looking for the black Anurian. It's the Froggo gun because it's literally broken. Let me just say, it's broken. This thing is the most overpowered weapon in the game until you get to hard mode. But even then, it's pretty broken because it's homing. Now, it's only half as effective as it could be because it shoots out these homing frogs, which you can't really see, or tadpoles. But it also shoots out some bubbles, but the bubbles float, which is the only downside of them. And obviously, since bubbles float, it just doesn't go anywhere. All the bubbles just go straight up, as you could kind of see. Wow, good gen. But yeah, that's pretty much all we were looking for in here. The rest is just icing on the cake, like the rogue weapon that we just got. Here, let's just throw this in case it damages something other than myself, please. Yeah, man, not really that much to like talk about, despite the fact that I feel like there's a lot that I should be talking about. Just took a break for a bit, tried out some Gunfire Reborn, which I hadn't actually played at all, and honestly, like, I have to admit, it's good. Probably like a 9 out of 10 game. And not a lot of games recently have been 9 out of 10. I'm gonna say that for sure. So it was nice having to play like a nice chill game that was actually pretty good. Nice, we got this accessory. And just hang out. Hangout's very nice. Having like unscripted, being able to just sit there and not talk about anything for a while is pretty nice, and like still have the content happening. Very nice, instead of just like actually trying to talk the entire time, which I've been trying very hard to do in this Let's Play. I've been trying to like actually have things to talk about and then talking about them, which I'm not actually good at. I'm pretty much just good at just hanging out, seeing what happens. Speaking of seeing what happens, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing this episode. Not really too sure. But when I figure it out, I'll definitely let you know, because we'll be doing it right away. That sound that keeps happening is a boss? I think it's the boss. It's an enemy that just keeps spawning in and making the sound to let you know that he's there. But then I think he leaves because reasons, like he just despawns below us. But it is the Eodin fish or whatever, Eodin worm. It's like a hard, like super difficult boss, but it's the juvenile version, so it's like slightly more manageable. Man, this terrain is like really bad to traverse. I'm just gonna say that right now. This is some mediocre generation here. I mean, it usually has a decent amount of mediocre generation, but this is some, oh crap, we got duplicates. I might as well keep it. But this is some crappy, mediocre generation here. I might say so. Because we can't go to the right here. Well, we can't go to the right and up here. Because this is how I died the last time, because I tried to go up and to the right. Actually, I should just like mine this out. Oh no, I can't. See? Mediocre generation. Stupid cuttlefish. Know your place. Ooh, we got another life savings. And we got the charms depth charm, which I think is the last thing that we needed. Oh no, we need iron boots. Basically what we're looking for is all of the accessories that are used to make the abyss diving gear, because the abyssal diving gear is practically necessary if you want to explore this in hard mode. Because once you get to level 3 and 4, like you're just gonna lose breath like never before. It's absolutely life-threatening down there. Not to mention there's all the enemies, and you need to have resistances to all of their status effects. It's a whole hassle, you know? Really big endeavor. Another mortar tube. I'm gonna keep that. Actually, I'm gonna keep it, just because I don't think it increases the proc chance, it's just the damage, yeah. But I hate that. I hate the mortar tube. The mortar tube is terrible. My potion ran out, and I freaked out and thought that I died. Not very good for my sanity, I guess. We'll just rebuff just to make sure we know where everything is, because I do not want to die preemptively. I want to be able to loot everything. Ooh, another harvester scythe. Yeah, these ore fish are terrible. They're supposed to be like passive until you attack them, but they're not. For some reason. All the worm types like walk up to you and they like taunt you. They want you to fight them, which is really annoying because they're, I'm pretty sure you can walk through them before you've threatened their life, you know, and made them angry with you. But I'm not entirely sure, and I don't want to test it out. Like, I don't want to just walk through one being like, yeah, you can't hit me because I haven't hit you first. Han shot first. But I have no idea, honestly. And I don't want to test that theory. Because they do a lot of damage. Contact damage enemies are just the worst. Worm types that have no projectiles. Well, I mean, the projectiles make them even more terrible, but worm types are just, oof. They're hard to deal with. I don't need 2 of these platings, so I'm just gonna leave that behind. So this ore fish. Oh, he just lingers. He doesn't want to attack me. He just lingers around willy-nilly. But I have limited air, so I need to like actually go about my day. Which, sadly, I'm thinking I'm not gonna manage to get every single drop from this biome. Because I think I've opened it. Oh no, not a reaver shark. I don't want to deal with that. Ooh, the tier would be very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's definitely one of the things that I really wanted to have. It's not that great. I think it just toggles rain. Which, I mean, it's convenient to have. It's just not something that I really wanted to have. I want to try and dodge these guys. Man, I want that reaver shark to despawn. I'm going to try and, like, force it to despawn. By going up and then coming back down. Did he despawn? Ooh, I'm getting lag. I don't think he did. Whoa. Chom down there, squid. I think he's still here. The problem is I don't want to proc an ATG and have it attack the shark, and then the shark just one-shots me because he's a hard mode enemy. Just, you know, hard mode actual boss, just hanging out as a mini boss. Like a legitimate actual boss. This guy is also a boss, it's just he's a little bit easier to deal with because he doesn't have infinite armor, but I guess he just does too much damage. Wow, I didn't even do that much damage to him. I thought I was doing like twice as much to him. My bad. But yeah, the main spoils of this war have been trying to get, oh, Abyss Shocker. Oh, yeah. It's not a very great weapon because it doesn't have accuracy to it. But if it hits something, it bounces between them, which is nice if you're fighting like 27 enemies, which you never do. But yeah, that's basically all we got. The Torrential Tear summons the rain. The rain will start sometime after this item's used. If used while it's raining, it will stop the rain sometime afterward. If it's death mode, which it's not, it makes it more dangerous. When the rain is turned off, but for that last minute that it's toggling between on to off, everything's going to be really violent, and I have no idea what that actually means because I'm really scared of doing that, and I never tried it. So basically, I have literally no clue what that means. But apparently it makes things more dangerous. And you know, I don't want that. So I never did that. But yeah, the main goal of this part of today's episode was to get the frog. Now the frog is a very nice weapon. It summons bubbles and homing plankton. Sorry, not frogs or tadpoles. Plankton. So as you can see, the bubbles just shoot out like normal and slowly float up, and the plankton just spew out all over the place, which is very nice. We're going to give this a really good reforge because we're going to be using this all the way through until hard mode. So I'm going to do my best to give it mythical. So this guy, when he's mythical, he does 79 magic damage. And the fire rate's actually pretty good, like pretty notable fire rate. And we don't even have any soldier syringes, which is another thing that I want to talk about. Just because I'm not going to be able to make one of these very easily, but this thing is amazing. Soldier's syringe. It's a risk rate item, increases attack speed by 15%, and it's linear stacking. So if I had 10 of these, it would be 150%, which is just insane. To get this, you need 40 swiftness, 2 feral claws, 100 wine glasses, because why not have a wine glass, and any evil mushrooms, 240 of them. Basically, to purchase one of these, it costs almost a platinum and a half, I think, which is honestly pretty worth it. A platinum and a half to constantly have more attack speed in a weapon like this is amazing. Like, imagine 15% faster than this. That'd be really good. Like a DPS increase of even more than 15%, in my opinion. But yeah, so that was the main goal of, honestly, of today's episode. So I don't really know what to go with now. I guess we'll have a boss fight. Let's see which boss fight is up next. Perforators, we're just going to skip. Who cares about it? Queen Bee, Gigabat, we're also going to skip for now. Queen Bee we'll get before hard mode because we want to have Leaf Wings because it's not 1.4. Oh, let's go to Viscount. So Viscount is actually a really cool thorium mod enemy that is honestly like probably the coolest designed boss fight ever. Now you have to go to a specific area for this boss, and to get there you have this item called the Grim Pointer. Now you buy this from the Confused Zombie, and when you have it out or like held in your hand, it points you in the direction of where the boss arena is. And as you can see, it's over here, down to our left. So what I did was I just ran along the surface until it was pointing pretty much straight down, and then I just mined straight down. So I'm gonna head on over to where my mine shaft is, and then we'll drop on down and fight this boss. And we've made it down here. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess, honestly. Because I tried to flood it with, well, I was trying to get rid of some lava that fell into the area. So I threw some water in, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let it flood it out. But that obviously didn't work. So I'm going to have to drain all the water into the underworld, which is hilariously right here. Like this boss fight is in the underworld practically, which I think is crazy that the boss fight is that close to it. But yeah, it's just this room that spawns usually in the bottom left corner of the world. Like to show you where we are, we're like right here. So about the left third of the world. Oh, well, he died. About the left third of the world. And yeah, we just went on down, right down to the underworld pretty much. And we're gonna fight the boss as soon as I deal with all of the water, which is annoying. Okay, so I actually took a moment and thought, wait a minute. We get Atlantean power, which is like a passive ability, I guess, from our armor set, which gives us increased magic abilities and defense. So when we're underneath water, we get 10 defense and a whopping, how much damage? I mean, 8 damage. 8 damage is pretty good. What does it do for our attack speed? I don't know, but it gives us 10% crit chance too. So we're definitely keeping the water as much as we can. I did train a decent amount of it, but let's buff up and fight this boss. And apparently we got this buff. But this is Viscount. He's just this cute bat thing, and he like shoots all these bouncy projectiles at you. But you're supposed to fight him. Oh my goodness, the shredding of this weapon. Oh look, lava. I didn't expect this weapon to shred that much, but I mean, okay, this is the mage weapon that you go if you want to kill the wall of flesh and you're having trouble in death mode. So like this is the weapon. That was a pretty quick boss fight. So we'll do it again, and we'll try not to kill him instantly this time. Hopefully that'll work. I'll go with something a little bit more tame. But yeah, Viscount's this cute little fluffy boy. And he shoots out all these blood splots. I've actually never fought him. I've only seen people fight him. But he's an interesting boss, as all thorium bosses are. But yeah, I mean, not much to say. He's just a bat. He's just a fat bat that shoots stuff at you, and you dodge him. So yeah, I mean, he's pretty much outdone almost entirely by Calamity, which is most of thorium, honestly. If thorium could be summed up in one thing, it's that it's outdone by Calamity. So we'll get rid of this Inferno buff, and we'll check out what kind of loot we got. And we'll also put away our tracker, because we don't need that anymore. Viscount treasure bag, we managed to get some vanity items, which are useless to me. We got the bracelet of time twist. Gives a chance to get double loot from defeated mobs, but it lowers our defense and damage reduction by 20% on both, or 20 and 20%, which is pretty bad, honestly. I mean, double the chance to get loot from defeated mobs is not really worth having no defenses, in my opinion. But the bag gives us a Vampire's Catalyst, which transforms you into a bat capable of flight. When transformed, you're smaller and immune to most bat enemies. Cannot use conventional items while transformed. I've actually never seen that, and that's kind of interesting, honestly. We managed to get a sonar cannon from the Bard class, which does his beam attack that is standardized. And we also got the Batwing. The Batwing's a yo-yo, and it's got cute little bat wings on it, because why not? Batman would like this yo-yo. But yeah, that was Viscount. Cute little bat guy. Thorium's got some cute little guys. I'd say this episode we could manage to fit in 2 more boss fights just because of how quick they went. Man, I feel like I'm talking so fast. I need to calm down and slow down. But yeah, I do want to get rid of like all of the boss fights just to get them out of the way and get ready for hard mode, because I am feeling that hard mode fever, honestly. I want to be in hard mode. I want wings, I want flight, I want to be able to fight things that are tough. I want to have the cool weapons. Like, none of the cool stuff is in pre-hard mode except for this except for the frog weapon, in my opinion. It's the only cool weapon. from any of these mods that I've seen so far. Like really cool. I mean, some of the stuff is kind of cool, but not like really cool. So yeah, we're gonna go and fight Granite Energy Storm as well as the Buried Champion. These guys are pretty much in the same boat. They're pretty much exactly the same. Well, not really exactly the same, but you'll see what I mean. Okay, so I've readied an arena like 3 episodes ago, back when I was doing some arena. What the heck? Oh, it's an enemy. There's an enemy chasing after me. See if he teleports or something. Or if he'll just keep throwing ice shards at us. Who knows, honestly. But yeah, I made this quite a few episodes ago in preparation for using the unstable core to summon a boss that won't let me summon him, apparently. What? I'm in the granite biome game. I am legitimately inside the granite biome. I am confused. I am confused why it is not letting me summon him. Game. Oh, I guess it didn't want me to summon him and wanted me to use the the spawn to summon. So we got the Granite Energy Storm, which has this nice defense around him, and then he gets angry when we break it and starts shooting us, and then he dies instantly because we're overpowered. So yeah, that was the Energy Storm, which is about as much as I want to fight him because he's pretty lame, and I don't think he gives any good rewards if I can recall correctly. His rewards are pretty mediocre. He gives Eye of the Storm, which does 25 base damage. While in combat, Granite Energy will slowly seep out and damage nearby enemies. Which is pretty much just like this, the Eater of Worlds one, except it's equipable and not in your inventory, which is pretty annoying. And then there's also a few other drops that are mediocre at best, like all of the thorium weapons, an energy projectile, project a magical barrier of energy around you, which doesn't seem that good if you're trying to do damage to things. But yeah, that's that. And then we also have this in the marble biome. Using the ancient blade, we can summon the Buried Champion. Now this guy is like actually a little bit more difficult, although we'll probably absolutely obliterate him too. Yep. He's supposed to have 3 phases. The first one, he switches between some melee weapons where he shoots out little blade particles, and then he goes over to his bow phase and shoots some arrows at us. And then in his 3rd phase, for the last third of his health, he does all 3 phases, including the first 2. He also has a mage phase where he summons some dangerous stuff, I guess, to fight us. But this guy has the added bonus of the Champion's Wings. Now, the Champion's Wings are some absolute garbage tier wings. I'd just like to say that. Like, these wings are garbage tier, but they're wings. And you know what they say about wings. Like, they're wings. So yeah, we're gonna be going with those because they're wings. And apparently something just tried to attack me and I have no clue what it was. Oh, it's a whole bunch of biome stuff because I have a biome menacing. There we go. So yeah, that'll be it for this episode. I know it feels it felt really weird doing this episode, honestly. I have like no clue what I was doing or saying, but I mean that's fine. It was an experience, and I just threw away a treasure bag. Or I didn't. No, I opened it. But this is what we got. We got the Bard class as well as some granite blocks, which is so exciting. But yeah, as I hang up these trophies, I'm just gonna say thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be continuing this until I get to a point in which I spent maybe 2 episodes in a row not completing a boss. And I'm not saying if I don't do a boss every episode for 2 episodes, I'm not gonna do anymore. I'm saying, like, if I fight a boss and I can't beat him for 2 whole episodes, that's probably the end. The second episode will be my I can't beat this guy, I give up, rant. Just to let you know. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Buy your Yerm stimulants while you can.